Hello and welcome to the Noise of Three. I'm Goat.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Zach.
What?
The hell was that?
Dylan, I think you may need to step away from your mic just a little bit, so we don't get noises like that again. Thank you.
But it's Wednesday, my dudes.
All right, so what are we talking about today, guys?
We're talking about Princess Jellyfish, like we said we were going to, because we prepared for this episode.
Yeah, we did.
We even got a little clipboard that's up on one of the jack stands, and me and Goat now have official mic stands. We're moving up in the world.
Goat doesn't know how to work his jack. Or his...
We're not drinking coffee today. We're drinking hot-ass sweet tea.
Oh, god damn, Goat. That's so full.
Yeah.
I didn't pour it.
Oh, my mic stand is like my life. It's just precariously perched so it doesn't fall over.
Just screw
Also,
it in.
this thing right here, tighten that down. That nub, and it'll keep it
What
from...
nub?
You don't have this right here?
It's fine.
You don't have
Do
that?
I? No, I don't.
We don't have one.
Oh. These are all the same brand. I wonder why they don't.
Yeah, that is weird, Zach.
Okay, but we're just going to roll right into it. So, does anyone else have anything before we start?
I finished my welding finals today.
No, we're
School's
doing that
ended.
later.
Yeah, but like...
Right now we're talking about the show.
Look, we have this list. All right?
Oh, I
That's
didn't see
doc-
the bottom
that's
one.
That's the docket.
Oopsie daisies.
But we're just going to start with how we watch the show. We watched the show in one night.
Yeah.
I think we intended to watch maybe 4 episodes of it, and then we were just like...
It kept going.
Yeah,
Because
let's
it's
just keep
only
rolling.
only 11 episodes.
No, I knew how short
Right?
it was. I thought we were gonna I thought that was the intent from the
Yeah,
get-go.
after we got to episode 6, we're like, we can't stop now.
Yeah, what time did we leave? 5?
Like 4:35. Yeah, it was real late.
Totally worth it.
real early, Gavin.
Who's Gavin?
Ah!
You goofed.
The secret
I
comes out.
guess we'll let him in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
so we watched the show with our friend Gavin, so we brought Gavin onto the podcast.
Hello.
So he's not a full noise, so he's a point decimal below 5, so we just rounded him down, so we're still noise at 3.
Yeah, I think it's Goat and I are both hobgoblins, so we're both half
Yeah.
humans. So it adds up to 1.
Yeah. Well,
Filthy goblins.
So that
Well, no,
means-
that still works because 2.5 would round up to 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, depending on how you feel.
So,
Because, 0.5.
Yeah.
In middle school, they're like, you round it up. And then in high school, they're like, you round it down. The fuck is wrong with Georgia?
No.
What?
Yeah, that happened.
Did that?
That was a real thing.
That was a bad high school you went to.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's not like people moved to this area for the high school that I went to.
That's why we're in this house.
Yeah, and then they built Kel, and then
Yeah.
everything went bad.
Yep. All right, so I guess we'll move on to the character breakdown we got going on here.
Who wants to field that? So am I going to do it?
Dude, I can't pronounce.
Okay,
any of these
all right.
names.
So the main character in this show is Tsukimi. I'm not even going to say her last name; it's not important. She is your main character. So if anyone's not familiar with the genre, Princess Jellyfish is a shoujo. See, the shoujo is the slow show for ho-hos.
it's fucking
So yeah, and they're generally romances or lighthearted comedies with a female spin on them. So Tsukimi is your generic. She does look kind of like your generic shoujo character. She's modest but generally attractive and average in all regards. She's supposed to be like an otaku, but she doesn't look like it.
no, they could have made her look way.
She's just a shortish girl with glasses.
They made
and
her look
with
too
freckles.
normal.
Yeah, well,
no, so
'cause-
the viewer can project themselves onto the character.
exactly. So that's what the shoujo character is for. But she's your main character, so she is obsessed with jellyfish. So I should also explain, because I know some
You guys
people
are
think
faggots.
that otaku means anime and video game fan, but
Correct.
otaku literally just means obsession. So she is a jellyfish otaku. And then all the other girls, she's living in this combine that they call the Sisterhood, and she lives with Cheiko, which is the landlord for it, essentially, and she's obsessed with Japanese dolls. There's Mayaya, which is obsessed with Romance of the Three Kingdoms, or essentially the Dynasty Warriors characters for most people.
Yeah.
And then there's Bamba, who's obsessed with the Japanese train system. This girl is just go to this place and take a picture of the map. And then Gigi is obsessed with old men, like grandpas, which is
Gilfs.
Yeah, it's stranger the more you think about it. And then you have the two other characters, Kuranosuke and Shu. Gavin, you want to talk about Kuranosuke?
Yeah, he's the best character in the show. So Kurenosuke is introduced, I think, halfway through the first episode, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and so our protagonist is basically walking down the street, and then she sees all these tanks of jellyfish. And with her sort of expert jellyfish knowledge, she noticed that two jellyfish are in the same tank, and they don't work together as species, so either one or both were going to die. So she freaks out, and she can't socialize. And so Kurenosuke comes out of the blue, this beautiful woman, to help this girl out because, you know, she has, Kurenosuke has influence and money, and she offers to buy the jellyfish for our protagonist. But,
It's a big old butt.
yeah, it's a big butt. You find out later that Kurenosuke is actually a dude who cross-dresses in order to get away from the stressful life of being a son of a sort of wealthy...
He's a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super
Like-
important politician.
He comes. Well, she at first comes back to her house and
Which
then
is
just
important,
crashes.
important to note that they have a thing where they don't allow.
Oh yeah, no men.
They don't
men
allow
are deaf.
men in that house.
Yeah, and like just wakes up in the morning and he's like, "What's up?" And she's just his perfect pink nipples are showing. That's the first thing I noticed.
It's everything the viewer could ask for, yeah.
What are you talking about? Asians don't want to have milk dud nipples.
Yeah, but
That's actually a thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they want to have pink nipples.
Really?
Yeah, that's seen as attractive.
God,
Why do you think they're always pink in hentai?
Because I don't watch hentai. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to pull some up for you?
oh, that could be the background noise for every podcast.
No.
No, please no.
Pull up Space
I
Pirate
got
Sarah.
Bible Black.
You could have the Formula Racing video with the hentai noises.
No, that's just a JV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Could you guys
Of course
imagine
it is.
if Santi was announcing on the podcast and Santi's voice paired with the background noise of hentai? Like, Santi's a good guy and everything, but that would be like, just like no.
We're all right. Anyway, so back to the characters.
Yeah.
Well, other than that's everyone.
Yeah, that's all the
Shu,
characters.
we'll talk about Shu when we talk about the plot. So Zach's gonna field the plot.
I'm gonna field the
You're gonna
plot.
field the plot.
Oh my
boy.
god.
That's a lot of responsibility.
All right.
We should also decide spoilers or no.
I mean, we spoiled some other shit.
We
First
we
episode.
already spoiled it.
All right.
No, that's the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not? We're gonna go ahead and spoil it.
All right, so
I'm gonna run through the
from
plot.
here on, spoiler warnings for Princess Jellyfish or Kugura Hime.
We're bad people.
I mean, even with the spoilers, I'd still watch it again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
it's not
super
about
good.
the plot. It really is about the like scene by scene character interactions.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes a show like this it's just the chemistry the characters have with each other. And I picked this over most like story driven anime over any day.
Yeah, it was super light.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so easy to watch.
And like the
Easy enough
uncle
to watch
is-
in one night.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
All right.
Exactly.
So going down with the plot. So as Gavin mentioned, we have our protagonist and our other main character, the chick that's not really a chick.
He
he's
is really
he's
a
the main
protagonist, though.
character. They both are.
Because definition of protagonist is a dynamic character, and they both change a lot during this show, and it really does focus on their relationship and eventually their quote unquote relationship.
Yep. So it starts off with them with what's his name?
Kurenosuke.
It starts off with Kurenosuke buying our God, I don't know her name either.
Tsukimi.
So Kurenosuke buys Tsukimi, jellyfish, and that's where it all starts. They go back to their house and
They buy cholera.
Clara. Yeah, that jellyfish is a constant throughout the whole show. It's a
The
cool
mascot.
jellyfish. It
They
is-
they
it's
draw
the
a little
mascot.
anime mascot, and it's for the eye catch.
So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. They get to know each other. She introduces him to all of her friends, but it's under the pretext that he's still a chick. He's not allowed to say that he's a cross-dresser in front of any of her friends at the house. So there's some funny antics that go on there. And then fast forward a little bit, we meet his Kurenosuke's
Brother.
we meet his brother
Shu.
Shu. This is gonna take forever.
All right. Something else that's a big kind of.
They're redeveloping a lot of the land where they
But
are.
like
Talk
the big
about the
thing,
romantic tension.
well, there is a lot of romantic tension, but that really doesn't happen until like the last 4 episodes.
Yeah,
But the other big thing in the show is a lot of the comedy actually comes from the divide between what Japan calls hipsters, because hipsters means something different over there.
Fashion.
They're just like trendy people.
Yep.
It's not like I was doing this before I was cool. It says, oh, I need to get this piece of clothing because it's hot this week.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's the difference between like fujoshi and otaku and hipsters, basically. So Kuranosuke is very clearly a hipster. He's rich. He buys all the prettiest women's clothing. And he just doesn't understand how these shut-ins essentially operate. So there's a lot of cutaways to like, what do you ask? What do you never ask? How old are you? Are you a virgin? What do you do for work? Like, just things that you should never ask.
All within
fujoshi.
like, you know, a few minutes of meeting. I already forgot her name again.
Tsukimi?
Tsukimi.
You even wrote it down. It's
I
right
did.
there. And you have Wikipedia pulled up.
All right.
Like, move the monitor.
You're bad at your job, Zach.
Whoa. You ain't gotta be so hard on him.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah.
What in the world? Like, you guys have said way harsher things on this podcast. I'm like, you're bad at your job. Just fucking whoosh.
All right. Anyway, so back to the plot. One of the
Listen, watch here. I won't touch your butt.
Shut. Let me. All right.
That was a prolonged
That's
eye
the
contact.
type of podcast this is going to move to. It's going to be porn radio.
Yeah. It's just like...
Which you joke about is
okay.
that we're talking about a show about a cross-dresser.
Yep. Anyway, so back to the main plot. What ends up happening is where their house is that they're staying at, that all the girls are staying in, is the target for a redeveloper. She wants to tear it down and put like condominiums or something along that line.
Yeah,
that would
big
bring in
old
more money.
apartments.
Yeah, big old skyscraper
Yeah,
apartments.
because the place where they live, which is oh god, I can't remember the name.
It's like an old school apartment. It's like it's only 3 levels.
Yeah.
In Japan, you'd totally consider it a waste of space.
When I was a child, I thought condoms were short for condominiums.
All right.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, that's fucking great.
They sound the exact fucking same.
I mean, they do.
Okay, anyway. So, pretty much halfway through the show, most of the plot just devolves to them trying to raise money so they can buy the complex so the person that owns it doesn't sell out to the redevelopers. There you go.
I mean, that's pretty
the
much it,
plot.
yeah.
What are you guys doing?
And of course, all
I'm
these
trying to
girls have
figure
work
out what their
together.
building is called because I remembered this on the way over here and I
Okay.
just forgot it.
Yeah, it's got a special name.
It's like Ame something.
But yeah, so in the meantime, we'll talk about what they do to
Ame
try to...
Mizukan.
Azumizukan. That's a pretty dope name.
Yeah.
yeah, the way they're trying to save the house is...
They go to like a flea
do a
market
yard
and,
sale,
and
yeah.
start trying to sell stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff that has been in the house for over the years.
Yeah, because there's just a huge storage room of crap
Yeah.
like this house.
And then Tsukimi, for fun, decides, like while she's at the yard sale, she's like, oh, I'm going to make these little jellyfish things.
Yeah.
And they end up just like being able to sell it for like $5 each. And she's like, this took like 4 inches of cloth
Mm-hmm.
and then some stuffing basically. And they were just like $5.
Yeah, all this kind of stems from Kadanosuke's like almost foolish optimism because he's
Yeah.
rich and he's got everything he's wanted, and so when
Is
they find
Daddy
out,
gonna buy me nice clothes like this when I'm older? Of course he is. He's rich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sits
that
there
was
and
such a great line.
he thinks like, oh yeah, we can raise enough money to buy this huge complex by selling little $5 dolls.
Yeah, just because he's not worldly, I suppose. Yet.
He doesn't realize how much time it's gonna make, or how much time it's gonna take to make that many and actually sell them.
It's a good plot device.
Yeah. So Kuranosuke comes up with the idea to have Tsukimi make a dress that is themed off of Jellyfish.
And it goes super well.
It goes super well. So the main crux of it ends
So
up being
adorable.
that
You're adorable. Well, thank you.
Kuranosuke is trying to get these shut-ins more out in the open and making them more sociable. And
He complimented me.
I don't want to say better people because they are not bad people in this, but they do have glaring flaws with themselves that they really do need to fix. And so does Kuranosuke. So they kind of like help each other find a middle ground between them.
You're right there. Oh yes.
Did you guys realize how much sugar was in that pitcher?
I was trying to do a really good job and make some ambient noise while he's telling the plot to go with the music, but every time I tried to pour the tea into the cup, like my microphone kept falling into or out of the cup, and
Oh,
like
it's
it just
dangerous.
wasn't
Like,
working.
I don't know if you noticed this. That's why Dylan and mine's are like this.
See, I don't know if you noticed this, but fuck you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You clipped hardcore.
But yeah, so the main motif of the show is balance, because we talk about Japan all the time, and then a lot of their stories end up being between the balance of good and evil. But this is being the balance between
Yin and yang.
overly sociable and being unsociable. And so Kurenosuke learns how to be a little bit more humble from the girls, and the girls learn how to be more confident in themselves. Basically,
Yeah, he dresses them up too, which is really
he makes
nice.
them look
Such a
better,
cute
and then they kind of teach him camaraderie and all of the and friendship and how to like actually care about people. So the main thing with him is Tsukimi and Kurenosuke go together, and they have a will they won't they kind of relationship.
Lesbians.
They're not
They're not
lesbians.
dude.
I was quoting the little kid.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, there's no fun on this podcast. Fucking fired.
No, Gavin. There's actual camaraderie here. You calm down.
That looks good.
You're
There's
getting
plenty
live
of
right
fun.
now.
It's just
Podcast looks good.
this is just a trash cast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's getting there.
Dude, I can't wait for someone to like find this maybe like a year later and be like, I wonder why they didn't go anywhere. And they listen to this and that's why.
No, but afterwards they make the dress, and then Kurenosuke actually
Really
when
likes it.
when Tsukimi ends up designing and like finishing the dress, he is like, I'll model it and we'll go to this big fashion show and we'll start this whole company. Instead of like going out there and trying to show the company, he's like, no, he has Tsukimi come out there and be like, she made the dress, like, and just gives her all of the credit for it. And then like that's kind of showing that he becomes a little bit less selfish and becomes more selfless, because he's finally accepting that someone else helped me. And then it reminds him of his mother who passed away. So
Do they say that she passed away, or is she
Best
just
character.
gone?
Yeah,
She
no,
passed
they say she
Okay,
passed away.
all right.
Yeah.
That's
Did
where
not
he got.
remember that.
It's not that Oren Host Club shit where the mom's actually alive at the end of the show.
Oh, that's some old bullshit.
You just ruined it. I never watched it.
You're not gonna watch it.
Eh.
Yeah.
You
I was
don't
thinking
know
about
me.
it, but-
I do know you. You're not gonna watch it.
I know you not
I
quite
gotta
as well,
watch
but
Detroit.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Detroit Metal City.
You
at some
couldn't
point.
sit through Bikini Warriors. You wouldn't be able to sit
It's
through Oren
Dude,
Host
Oh,
Club.
I
man.
couldn't sit through Bikini Warriors.
I could go for like the whole season. It's just I don't physically have it in my hands. Like,
Give me a flash drive, and it's all yours. It's all yours.
why can't we just watch it together?
Because I'm not watching that shit.
It's bad.
All right.
Can we watch Powerpuff
You
Girls?
watch High School
No.
of the Dead?
Can I
Not
watch
the
Ruby?
old
Yeah.
one, not the new one.
I read the manga too.
Oh, I didn't watch. I
Alright.
watched the first episode and I got like half an hour in. And I was like, oh, I can't do
We
this.
need to watch
It
Samurai
is
Jack
stupid.
when it
It's
comes
not-
out.
Great.
It's not cute.
It's
I'm
not.
All right, so we got the plot and summary down.
Mhm.
I think we're good.
Yeah. So we'll do our favorite characters now. We'll start with our guest here, Gavin.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Zach, who's your favorite character?
Well, you fuck.
Oh,
Yo. Good, you're fired.
fucking savage.
It's my podcast.
No, it's not.
I spit, dude. This is my house. I spit the.
My mic is too dynamic.
All right, Gavin, it's all you.
Man, you clipped the shit out of that. Okay. My favorite character is Kurenosuke because he's a cutie, and because I also do the cross-dressing, and so I'm inherently super biased to love that character. Dude, it's the best. Like all these cool people took me. I went over to my Zach's house, and they're like, Gavin, you gotta watch the show.
We didn't tell him.
Yeah, they said, they're like, you gotta watch the show. It's so far up your alley that you're a character in it. And I was like, nah. And I didn't believe it, but then I started watching, and I was like, oh, this is super good. and then I was one of the people who was like, we need to keep watching this. And then I kept saying that, and then we just watched the whole thing, and it was really great.
Yeah,
But what's up?
like you had a smile on your face the whole time.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't know if there's anybody that could watch that show and just not have a smile on their face.
Yeah, it is really one of those shoujos that like anyone can watch, because there's a lot of things like that. It's like we're not gonna watch what was it, Super Lovers.
Oh God.
Like we're not gonna watch that. Most people won't read your invitation. It's Princess Jellyfish is one of those shows like you don't like shoujo? Watch Princess Jellyfish. It's good.
Is there a show like that for Magical Girl?
Symphogear?
Simple Gear is not
d-
Princess Jellyfish.
I'm not gonna say yes because I'm super biased.
I really like Symphogear though.
You can do since you like Moe so much, you can watch
You can
Pretty
do this.
Cure.
You said Pretty Cure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
All right, Zach. Who's your favorite character? Who'd you vibe most with?
Come back to me. I'm gonna
Okay.
think about it.
All right, so I'm gonna say Mayaya because I play so much goddamn Dynasty Warriors that I identify with this woman on a spiritual level. And then my ex used to call me Bamba because I have an afro off and on. So Bamba has a huge ass afro. So spiritually Mayaya, physically Bamba.
All right, so for me, it's Shu. Mostly because of
We didn't even talk about shit.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we didn't.
Shit, son.
Yeah,
See
you just
this-
talk
glazed
about
over
that
him.
right now.
Yeah, okay, so Shu, one of the reasons he's my favorite character is because of the way he handles situations. He's the brother of what's it called? Of
Kuranosuke.
Yeah, Kuranosuke, the crossdresser. He's his brother. He's more straight edge. He's very
Also, he's his half brother.
Can I?
We gotta remember
Can
that.
I finish my sentence? Thanks, Zach. But anyway, so he's his half brother, but he's more
Traditional
stereotypical,
Japanese.
yeah, traditional hardworking Japanese man. And so we're just gonna straight up spoilers for his side plot as well. Dylan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we already said that.
So the lady who is targeting the main character's home in order to buy it and demolish it and turn it into a mall, essentially, she honeypots this man and tricks him
Dude,
into thinking they
she
had
just
sex.
roofies him.
Yeah, she roofies him. She just straight up roofies him, and
Oh,
when he's
yeah.
passed out, takes pictures of them and says like, "Yo,
Presumably naked.
yeah, yo, we had sex last night, and it was great." And she keeps trying to seduce him and get him to have conversation. He's just
Spoiler
very
alert.
silently.
He's a
He
unicorn.
saw his dad get the second base when he was a kid, so he's scared of sex.
Exactly. So very
Oh, that's a
silently,
very good plot point.
he just grabs all of his stuff, and she's like, "Hey, let's do this again sometime." And he just shoves her and runs like no pants on down the hallway and out into the street. The man's just gone. Like
He was straight up out of there. It
yeah,
was
no,
great.
in a full
Oh,
up
yeah.
sprint.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just the way he handles things, because he handles
He's-
it like an adult until the point where he just doesn't anymore.
He's so stone faced until he just does something like shove the woman and run away.
yeah, and like he knocks her, like she goes into the wall.
Oh yeah, she's down.
Is she like, if she had been like a few inches further, she could have died. Like this man was just he's gone.
Could have snapped at your neck.
So I know Zach's favorite character.
It's Yoshio Hanamori, and that is their chauffeur.
That's what I was about to say.
And that's because all he does, he just sits there and he just waxes their Mercedes, and then gets to drive around. And I'm like, if I could do that as a
Oh,
living,
no,
like
the
holy
best
crap.
is Kuranosuke wants to get some information while his brother's been acting weird, and
he
he
just
was
picks
like,
up his phone.
No, and he's like, I'm not allowed to. And then he says, I will take a penny to your car, and he just starts dumping all of his information.
Like not even a second goes by. He's like, I will take a penny to your. All right, so what do you want to know?
Yeah.
Just like.
The best is when he gets a private investigator to tell
Yep.
him. They're like, "Can you draw what the woman looks like?" And it's just like a stick figure. And they're like,
Can you draw an E-Class Mercedes?
"It's
This
perfect."
is perfect. Yeah, 1-to-1 with the fucking model.
And then he makes a really critical error too. He calls the private investigator when he's supposed to be investigating his they're also childhood friends with the politician's sons.
We're really bad at plot.
Oh yeah, we're terrible. But
We missed a lot.
This is not
So-
imperative to the plot.
so he calls the private investigator, but the person he's investigating picks up, which is Shu. So he accidentally calls Shu's phone, and he just say, "Hey, is this?" I don't remember the private investigator's name anyway. He says, "Hey, this is whatever," and he just assumes it's him. He just starts talking about how the investigation's going on Shu, but he's talking to Shu.
And then Shu turns around and looks at the private investigator acting all coy and whatever, and he's like,
well, the private investigator doesn't actually know.
Yeah.
"Yeah,
So that would totally be something I'd do. That's my favorite character. I liked him.
Unless anyone else
Although,
has any other
I-
comments about characters.
As far as main characters, I like the cross-dressing person. I already forgot their name.
Kuranosuke. Yeah.
Like, how can you not like him?
all right." So our thoughts of the show as a whole. It's Gavin.
Oh, dude, it was super good. I've been talking about it for like the past 3 weeks because.
Was that really 3 weeks ago?
No, I don't think
It was
so. It was,
two.
oh,
It was
actually-
two.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Two,
okay.
yeah, it was 2
Because it
weeks
was
ago.
a little while ago. But yeah, it really stuck with me. Because I don't know, because there's not like many comedy
Good
or
cross-dressing
good
animes.
cross-dressing show. There's not much good media about cross-dressing in general. So there's like whenever
Should
people,
have come and saw Kinky Boots with me and Zach.
I,
my
dude,
God,
I
that
couldn't,
was
I
amazing.
couldn't have the money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but every
sounds
time I see
sold-out show.
something, until recently, it's like every time people are complaining about trannies, it's just like Buffalo Bill or like some other.
Holy shit!
Or
You just
Yeah.
went hardcore there.
Well, no, like that's what people assume. Like,
Is that seriously?
I didn't mean to get serious about
people
that, but
think,
yeah.
like Buffalo Bill and Ed Gein.
No, 'cause you gotta think
and
about it, I
then,
don't-
Rocky Horror as well is another big
Yeah.
one. That, like, it doesn't make them look good.
No.
And like, yeah, at best, and it usually makes them look bad.
No.
That's like, what's up?
You don't ever have to worry about dropping a hardcore topic on this podcast.
I know, but it's important.
We still haven't dropped
fine.
a hard R, but don't do it. We're saving it. We get like one of those.
You gotta charge it up.
Yeah, you gotta
Rudy,
name
We
the
gotta
podcast.
have a ton. We gotta have a lot of followers. Like we have to have like 1,000 followers and just one just hard R drop it.
Yeah. Like the podcast that we name is like Good Christian Podcast, and then it's just, and then we lose everything.
No, that's when we start. That's when I start explaining about like Aleister Crowley and shit like that.
Oh, but I like the show a lot. It was like it had a lot of good plot points, a lot of good twists, a lot of good turns. Oh, and Kuranosuke switches outfits like every cut that you see him, which is super cool.
Like at least 2 times an episode.
Yeah, and
Pretty much
Minimum.
every other scene.
Yeah, you were talking about how you were really happy with the fashion in the show.
yeah, it's good.
It
It's solid.
is.
They put thought into it for sure.
Mhm.
That was like half their budget was probably research on
just
clothes.
fashion,
I'm
contemporary.
gonna see if this is written by a man or woman.
Well, we're glad you'd enjoy it. You
Yeah.
enjoyed it. But yeah, Zach, what'd you think, man?
I really enjoyed the show. Like before we watched all of it, I had only seen the first episode, so I knew very little about the show. And then we just did it all in one night, and I was so happy with it. It's a great show. It's a feel good show. It really is, and it accomplishes its goal. Made me feel really fuzzy on the inside
And,
and a little bit confused.
that's actually what I was going to talk about. Is I saw this show back in 2014 when I was going through a rut in my life. And if we're going to talk about important stuff,
Yeah, what
Gavin,
happened about serious topics? Howie?
Yeah, my like my dad had died at that time. My mom was in the hospital, and like a lot of bad stuff happened. And I watched the show, and in all honesty, this did affect me on a positive level. So this show, even though I haven't talked about it that much during the podcast, it does have a pretty good impact on me. I really like the show a lot. And sorry, I'm not crying. It's just my voice is garbage right now because I've spent the past few weeks screaming. But
Being a goblin is not easy.
It's not.
Being a dwarf is pretty easy so far.
Trying to scream over welding equipment is a nightmare.
Oh no.
What? Give us a breakdown of what it sounds like. Do your best
Can I say
welding
my
welding
thoughts
noise.
first?
Okay, yeah.
So this is the show I tell everyone who just says like shoujo shit, and I'm just like, watch Princess Jellyfish, and then say that. It's just like, it's the same reason why I like. I mean, I catch myself doing this all the time. I say shonen's always shit, but then I'm like, no, but Hunter x Hunter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to read the manga.
Like, Dylan shits on Shonen, but, I mean, his sword art sure really shows his dedication.
I have a really.
Should I
interesting-
explain the short art?
No, you shouldn't.
You know what we should explain? I should tell how I watched Hunter x Hunter.
We'll
Okay.
talk about that later.
Yeah, on a different podcast. The one that's about Zach.
The one that's
Yeah,
about
well,
Hunter x
when
Hunter.
we didn't prepare to episode 2. We'll talk
Mhm.
about it.
But I have other Craigslist stories to talk about. Like,
Well, you can do both.
It's
Oh,
not now,
man.
Zach.
It's the real
Okay.
conflict hours.
What do you
Whoop.
mean, conflict hours?
I'm
This is the
scared.
podcast.
we don't cut anything. It's one and done.
Oh, I know.
So if, like, there was a
Except
shooting
for that
outside.
first one we did.
Yeah.
Well, no, we deleted that one. We didn't cut anything. We just deleted it.
Yeah, that was 2 and done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was soon done. All right. Anyway,
lied
so
to.
thought. Did you finish your
Yeah,
thoughts?
no,
Okay.
10 out of 10. Good shoujo. Would suggest. Go, don't touch me.
What?
All right, go. Give us your best impression of a welder.
A welding? What do you mean a welder? Like a person or the machine?
The machine, the one you were using today. Give us your best
Oh,
impression
You
of
have to
it.
yell
Fuck.
over.
Okay.
Hold
so
on. Let me
Just
turn.
back
let me,
up from the mic.
Let me turn. I can turn your mic down. Do I need to do that?
No. Hold on. Here's how it starts when you turn it on. You're not actually using it. It's just. And then you go to use it. You're like, oh, that's okay. And then the zzz turns into. It's just bad. And then like you're welding and you don't think anything of it. But like when you're touching the stick to the actual piece of metal, it goes
Stick.
It goes. Zzz, and like sparks everywhere. So the person is just overwhelmed. Their senses, like it's just pure light, nothing but horrifying noises. Their hands are just covered in like just pure heat and
It's
molten
like a
metal.
religious experience.
And then you're trying to communicate to them.
Why aren't
while
you a
they're doing
dwarf? Why are
this.
you a goblin?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, he's
Oh, why
saying
am I a
this
goblin?
work is better suited for dwarves in his
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh no, dwarves, they just take hammers to metal and just smash it because they're incompetent
They
fools.
don't have the
You're-
goblin mitts that
you're
they need
saying-
for welding.
You're saying dwarves are incompetent, yet you're a filthy goblin.
Well, look, all right.
Who is a welder? So
He's,
fuck.
he-
All right,
he's
let's
still
move on.
evolving, and then once he's far enough along, he doesn't need the gloves anymore. He just has the goblin mitts.
Exactly.
Just
Like my hands will callus over so much that I can just be heat resistant.
go on, Dylan.
Then we're gonna try out something new, and then we'll gauge people who to listen to it. But we're gonna talk about like what we've
You
been
mean
doing.
all 7?
Hey, don't say that.
They're dedicated. We love them.
My 10-year-old sister listens to this podcast.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, like
She should be on it one day since she listens
Fuck
to
no.
it.
She's a child. No children on this
That could be
podcast.
that could be
Buster.
entertaining.
It could be entertaining, but we might get the wrong people listening to this podcast, Zach.
Yeah,
I don't care as
so,
long as people
so
listen
I was
to
just
it.
gonna give an update on what I've been watching this season
Don't want
because
you
I know we
mad
did the
listening to
primer.
it.
So I dropped Stray Dogs. It went bad.
That bad?
Stray Dogs.
Because
went-
I only watched one additional episode.
Stray Dogs went really bad.
Wait, which was Stray
Oh,
Dogs
no.
again?
The guy
Parent-
turned into a
uh,
tiger.
Yeah.
God, how
and they were
bad?
detectives.
Nothing happens and it becomes super tedious because they're trying not to use the power that they already gave all the people, and it's just like you could just use your power and this would be done in 15 minutes.
Oh.
You still watching the one with the bear, like the big ass?
That is one of my favorite shows
Oh.
this season.
All right.
You would love it. You want to know why?
Why?
Tonally very similar to Non Biori.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Going-
I'm
I
down
get
with
a lot of vibes from it.
that. Okay.
Going off of that, I started watching Polar Bear Cafe.
Yeah, that's a
and
good show.
I'm really digging it.
Mhm.
That pandas
Panda
pandas
is-
are my spirit animals.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, if I could just lounge about all day and eat food, I'd be so. I mean, that's what I do anyway. But if I could do it and it was seen as acceptable, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, people like
No,
protect you.
so you know what? I say that season where Polar Bear Cafe came out was the chillest season because Space
Good's
Brothers.
fucking dying right now. He's dead.
Sorry.
So Space Brothers and Polar Bear Cafe started
came out the same-
season.
What?
It's super chill.
At some point in time, we're gonna have a podcast about different space animes. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, on
I'm
our
not-
little clipboard over, you're not
I'm
done.
not done yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm
You
going
stop
through other
talking.
things.
He's got a busy
we're all-
life.
we
We
are-
also got to let Gavin talk a little
Yeah,
bit. Tell
we
us
all,
about
we're
his
also
life.
all still watching Bakuan. Bakuan's still good. Kaminari, I unfortunately just hasn't shit the bed yet. That's good.
It hasn't turned into Attack on Titan, thank
hasn't
God.
shit the bed yet. It is going to.
It's going
I know.
to.
It's
gonna
not.
happen.
It is not. You guys need to have faith. If you have faith,
No,
it won't
no,
end
Zach.
up bad.
Zach, I don't have to have faith because I have experience.
Well, no. What we're hoping for is like we know it's gonna shit the bed. Let's hope it just wraps it up and then go get some new sheets and then just throws those out and we can just forget
If
about
only
it.
animation
else?
could do that.
I cleaned up everything from last season. Pandora and the Crimson Shell's good. The Gaijikashi's good. What else? Those are really the only things to note from last season. Oh yeah, then the
Podcast over.
You made me upset.
I'm going home.
Someone clipped. There he goes.
oh my goat.
Yo,
I think he had to go to the bathroom.
Nah, dude.
All right,
Nah, he's gone.
Gavin, you go ahead.
Oh, jeez.
What you doing?
What am I like in general?
Yeah, what you doing with your life?
Yeah, what's
oh,
up?
You
Jeez.
know, like hobby wise, what you know?
Oh, a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. For, like you said, I'm really excited for Bakuan.
You don't have to talk about anime.
I know, but I want
Yeah.
to.
Okay, I'm
Fuck
just letting you
you.
know. I'm just letting you know.
Yo, no, I don't want to get too personal though. Yeah, but Bakuan's real good. Dude, for hobbies, I don't do much interesting. Although my birthday's coming up real soon, and Dylan and I, and probably you guys maybe, are gonna go to play rhythm games and wild out.
I shit at rhythm games.
Oh yeah, but I mean, there's other stuff at main event.
Yeah.
What's main event?
It's an Alpharetta. I know how to get there.
That doesn't tell me what it is.
Arcade games.
Okay,
It's
there
off
we
of
go.
Mansell.
There we go. Oh, dude, I know where Mansell is.
Yeah, it's real good.
I do
arcade
Craigslist
games.
deals over there.
Do deals. But yeah. So I'm really hyped for that, and I'm really hyped for Momocon in the same vein.
Yeah.
Playing
I forgot to
Poppin'.
mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend the money to go to Momocon. I'll
Yeah, you
just pay.
should go
I'll
with
just
us.
pay at the front.
You really should. That's
That's
what I do.
Yeah, because fuck waiting
It's
in line
like what,
for 2
60
hours.
bucks?
I think it's 80.
If you wait for cash
80?
I think so.
for all days, I just
yeah,
go
if
for
you're
one
going
day.
all days.
Well, yeah.
Like rhythm games are always there, so you're
I'm
just
probably
going like
gonna
Sunday.
go.
Like me and Goto going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm gonna
That's where
pay.
we got a
I'm
hotel.
There
gonna.
we're going.
I'm gonna pay for
Yeah,
all.
we're in a hotel.
There's no point for me to get a hotel when it's like a 20-minute drive.
They're getting a little passionate over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, aside from that, moving up in the programming world, and then just doing my own hobbies of programming and reading. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I Forza Will States this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's some big shit.
Good
Yeah.
luck with that, by the way.
I hope
Oh.
you make it.
And super importantly, Goat and I are moving in together.
With a third less. Well, he's. With
Don't
three
say the
fifths
word
the
less
person.
when talking.
We're moving in with
Dude,
3/5
he's a
the
3/5 of person. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Let's
see how many
fucking-
people get that.
Yeah, they're not going to. So we're moving in with another friend who may be on the podcast one day. He's a pretty cool guy. You'll find out what I meant by less of a person. But
Well, it's not like they can see.
dork.
yeah, but you can
Dwarf.
you can hear it in their voice. You can hear the
Classic.
black. Sorry.
Jewish.
But yeah, so we are moving out on May 20th.
Uh-huh.
Super excited about that. And the homeless jokes they've been making they're not just
They're
jokes.
gonna stop.
They're real.
Yeah.
So
But
like
they're gonna end.
they're
Yeah.
gonna end soon.
Or they're just
Don't
gonna be
don't think of them as jokes. Think of them as self motivation.
they're gonna be fucking it's just like
So-
beatings.
So did anyone else talk about their lives recently? Things going on?
Yeah, me and Gavin have already gone.
All right, Zach.
So what's going on for me? I'm transitioning into a new job. So what I'm doing is I'm working at a friend of the family. He's a jeweler. And what I'm doing is I'm helping him do CAD work and design rings,
That's
which
rad.
is really fun. And then they're 3D printed. You make a cast out of it, and then you shoot whatever precious metal you want in it.
Yeah, dude, I saw that program. Like that program is nuts.
It's so unintuitive. It's not even funny.
Oh, really?
Like I can work Autodesk. I can work 3 Autodesk softwares. I can work.
Can you work
Quill
Blender?
CAD. I taught myself Blender,
All right.
and it's harder than Blender.
Oh,
That
let
sucks.
me know if you need help on building him that website.
I'm gonna have my cousin do it because
Why don't you just do it?
He's going to school for it,
Oh, okay.
and it'll look good on like his not a resume, but like portfolio.
Portfolio. Yeah.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it for free for his portfolio.
Damn.
Oh, that sounds good.
Because I mean, think about it. How else are you gonna get exposure in like the web developing world? You go, hey, I'll do this. Okay, well, not. He's not gonna do anything for free. He has a certain stuff that he said he's gonna do for free, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
charge for the rest because
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
got,
I
like,
wouldn't
a
do
well,
that.
because he's not gonna do e-commerce or anything. But Moran, the guy that runs the shop, he doesn't need a fancy website. It's just he basically just needs something he can throw pictures of custom work on and have people be like, hey, I want to commission stuff through. So it just needs to have like a message thing and thing to post pictures. That's pretty much all that's been for me because I got laid off at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a job for like 5 months. So I've literally just been a bum, and this is also why I grew my beard. Like the first day I shaved that day for work. Went in, they called me in, laid me off, and I'm just like, I'm not shaving. I'm done.
You look
I
good
wanna
with
see
the
what
beard.
happens.
It's
I
time to
like
be
it.
you're just a panda now.
If
That's
my beard
okay.
gets any longer, they've told me at work, there's like, if my beard gets longer, they're just gonna give me a name tag that says Lion on it.
Do
Dude,
it.
Your workplace is cool.
The main reason I was losing
We have
my
a guy
shit
that
earlier-
named Wolf there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he only works overnights.
I don't know if that's
That's
cool
great.
anymore. Actually, no, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
it looped back around. Doesn't
Wolf's cool.
doesn't Chris work there?
Who?
Chris from the cafe, the blonde Chris.
No.
Chris Hobgood.
Oh no, that's a different target.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know if he's still there. Because I don't work there.
You made an escape, my
So
friend.
time to
Dude,
talk
I
about-
moved.
And then you moved back.
Yeah.
He went away from us, and now he's back.
That's good.
Everything's back to normal.
Everything's fine.
Time to talk about my life.
Yeah, go. You guys, it's your turn.
Sorry, I just had tons
I
of
could have
mucus.
muted your mic for that.
You could have.
That
but
mesothelium
I,
that took
I like
over.
it. I like it better.
Have you been working with asbestos?
Yeah, how much
Ooh,
how much carbon do you inhale from your welding?
a lot, actually.
I know, that's the joke. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
not good.
Oh, that's the joke.
That's right. When I had
It's gonna be a joke until I die.
when I had the
Then it'll still be really funny.
well, we'll sue, and then we'll be
No,
rich.
then you die, then you just say lol JK.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, you come back.
Like
You're so
no,
smart, why'd
as
die?
you like right before you flatline, Gavin will just go lol JK.
talk about your life.
All right, so my life recently. Finals came up this week. I'm going to Chattahoochee Technical College for welding. Really excited about that. By next spring, I'll be done with school and I'll
Yay.
be a certified welder.
Yeah.
Recently, I've been working on another lightsaber. In all honesty, I'm building a third one.
It's because you broke the first two.
Yes, because I destroyed the first two. As soon as my friend and I smacked them together, well, not the first time, but we got into a really heated battle, and we just full strength swung, and they clashed, and like they both cracked, and light spilled out of the tubes, and it looked amazing. And then it was done. It was beautiful.
Pretty epic.
Oh yeah. Besides that, just working on getting a second job because dishwashing hasn't been going well.
Yeah.
It hasn't at all.
Yeah, they just haven't. They had me work, and I'm like, hey, when's my schedule? And I've even gone into the place, and the managers just aren't there.
Where are they?
Terrible.
I don't know.
See, that's
Yeah,
the-
Goat hasn't gone to work in 2 weeks.
Like since I started, they fired the head chef. Well, no, the head chef quit because they didn't pay him $6,000. He took 15 of the staff with him, and
Including
including Nick.
Wait,
and
Nick left.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
all
left
the-
with the head chef.
yeah, no, that always happens.
And all the other people, they either suck or they're thinking about leaving. And recently the dishwasher broke because the stupid idiot who's the other dishwasher fucking sprayed the electrical box because there was food on it, and it doesn't work anymore. So,
That's disappointing.
yeah. But like, besides that, everything's going really well. It's all coming up Millhouse. So, you guys have a great week.
So after States, when we go in hardcore as a Forceful, they're Goat.
You know what? Probably when I move in and I just have a setup.
All right, well, I'm Zach.
I want you to go to States with me again. When it rolls around.
Yeah,
It's not your
sure,
name.
I'll go with you.
It's not your name, Dylan.
All right, so I'm Gavin.
Okay. I'm Dylan.
I'm Goat.
And
I made it so you have to say your name.
I'm Zach, and we're done.
No, we're talking about another next week.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.